US President-elect Donald Trump spoke to Russian President Vladimir Putin over the phone call and discussing the war in Ukraine presently. Remember, Donald Trump had made a promise that he'll be able to support the war, or at least the wars wouldn't have happened had he been the president. So after winning the recent elections, it appears that there's been a conversation, and that's, remember, the big leaders that Donald Trump has spoken to. I want to immediately bring in our colleague and India Today's managing editor, Gaurav Sawant, for the latest on that. Gaurav, it's interesting, isn't it? Among the first were Prime Minister Modi, Prime Minister of Israel Benjamin Netanyahu, and now Russian President. What do you make of these conversations? What do you think is the intention and strategy here?
So, as you rightly pointed out, Pooja, morning, that in the run-up to elections, Donald Trump had claimed had he been in the White House, the war would never have happened. And in this conversation, we are told that the US President spoke of the goal of peace in the European continent, and he expressed an interest to follow up on the conversation to discuss how the Ukraine war could be resolved as quickly as possible. This is what media reports in the United States say, and he said that there's sizable, American presence of American soldiers in Europe. There shouldn't be an escalation. An effort should be made to resolve the crisis. There are reports that Russia is planning to escalate this war. So America is trying to tell Russia, do not escalate. Let's talk about a roadmap to solve the problem, to resolve the issue, and of course have subsequent conversations on how this can be done. Remember, President Putin had also called up the American president to congratulate him on his presidency, on becoming the 47th president. In the past, you recall, had spoken how he's a strong man and he's resolute, especially that incident about him being shot at and yet standing up and saying fight, fight, fight. So there is hope that perhaps there would be forward movement. Now, whether this forward movement means America will restrict supply of weapons and ammunition to Ukraine, or tell Ukraine to accept the scenario, all of that, the devil would lie in the detail. But at least a conversation appears to have started, Pooja.
Very interesting. So days here on will really reflect what the world becomes, and would it be different with Donald Trump at the helm of affairs in USA? Thank you very much, Gaurav Sawant, for the latest on that.